Hello, hello. This is Nuji, back again. Today, I would like to go. I made a deal with I've made contact with the trendy hold down here, and I like to get gold for them. So, I'm headed off in the direction that this great desert, I believe, should have a lot of gold. And this is some meteorite pickaxes. So I found a few meteors after my stream yesterday. Yeah, so can you ever see that off-camera mining? Well, I'll leave you to. Yes. We go in search of gold. Searching for gold. Gold and silver. Valuable ores for the dwarves who mine too deep. Torches. Everything basically I need to just strip mine a giant layer of quartz. Some chests for extra storage space. I might steal a couple of... well, not steal, but take some of the gold and silver for myself so I can make myself a better lantern. Get myself some electrium. Alright. Do I take the northern path or not? Yeah, let's take the northern route. I don't know who made this giant staircase, but I definitely appreciate it. Gold. We got us in search of some precious, precious gold. Of course, it will be a little bit. The journey to the west. Maybe I should have done a scouting expedition first, just to make sure there was gold, but I think I saw some silver somewhere in these hills. So there's silver, gold. I don't have a hammer. Yeah, whatever. I'll survive. I'll just take the chunks home. go over the mountain. I'd like to fill out my map a little bit more. But I found the location of several new bases because I've spent most of last night off trading hides. And oh, we got a windmill and basic health hammer up and running. It's not great. It only operates like a third of the time. I think we need even more linen. But yes, I also crafted myself 2 new bags. For a little bit extra storage. Hello, fox. Did I take my axe? I did take my axe. Couldn't hurt to make some quick armor. Yes, I'll keep the firewood on me for now. The soft sounds of the world at peace. I'm a little bit tired of hunting because I've been trading raw hides all over the place. Those blocks are still fresh. There's people in the woods. Let's keep an eye out. This is wolf territory. The sandstone desert, I think. That should have my gold in it. only I did buy that, and then we'd be a lot safer. Let's make sure there's nothing here yet. Yeah, no ores nearby. Looking for one of the giant quartz plates. Let's go a little bit north. Out for any sandstone, or not sandstone. This is all obviously sandstone. Quartz deposits on the surface. Come to me, gold. If not, we'll go even further. It was day though. I'm looking for flint. Let's head north a little bit, I guess. Swear. Those quartz deposits are everywhere while you're not looking for them. Let's go check out that trader. See if they've got anything good. Keep you in mind if I need linen, which I always need linen, but I've got, that's enough for almost 2 full sails. quartz, not quartz. Greenwich. Valuable. Definitely valuable, but not what I'm looking for. I guess I have to keep going. I know I saw silver. Where? If only I thought to mark it. There's quartz, copper, looking for gold, and silver. So this isn't where I want to be. those wolves about? Shale. North. I know I had seen silver. I know it's here somewhere. Chat. There's nobody in chat, but you know. Theoretical chat. Very large amounts of quartz. Alright. Let's keep looking around and seeing if there's any gold. So this quartz. This whole place should be loads. So there should be gold somewhere. Okay, this is silver. Let's see, any caves? Traces of silver. I'm looking for gold. Silver. flint. Amounts of silver somewhere. Find it. Still just the trace amounts. Oh, silver. It's on this direction. Maybe it's in this direction. Yeah, there it is. A little bit of silver. Tiny amount of silver. Any more silver? Still trace amounts. A tiny amount of silver, just traces of silver. I know there should be more. keep looking. So just trace some ounces. Let's just break this iron pickaxe. I don't want to keep it on me forever. There's some more silver. Yoink. Alright. Prospecting pick time. So trace some ounces. Trace some ounces. Down a layer. Looking for silver. Some. Sorry, just mining and mining and mining and mining and mining. The depths. Deep enough that, well, not deep enough that I'll go mad yet. Seriously, this guy is so. Still just trace amounts. Keep using the wrong pickaxe. It's almost broken. But this time instead of cleaving mountains, I'm digging for rare resources. Because I went on a trade deal earlier. And found somebody who's very interested in purchasing precious metals, so I'm searching for precious metals, because I know I saw a lot of silver. Nope, silver's not this direction. So just trace them out. I also found a few meteors after the stream yesterday, so I've got myself a bunch of meteoric iron weapons. Or, well, tools. I'm just trying to Finish off the last of this iron pickaxe. And collect some quartz. There goes the pickaxe. Nope. No quartz in this direction. What's the quartz for? So, quartz, at least the best way I know to find gold and silver is that it's found inside of quartz. So, inside of quartz deposits, they will... See, I just found some. So you see this here? It's silver ore that's inside quartz. So that's what I'm looking for, is silver ore that's inside of quartz. Alright, let's see if there's any more. Nope, none in this direction. Some in this direction. Yeah, still trace amounts in this direction. Just generally going out and looking for those little bits of quartz or silver. Slightly faster than panning. If I can get enough of these rare resources, I want to make myself a little bit of a better lantern. Because, you know, an extra 2 light level is, you know, in my opinion, worth it. So just trace them out. I'm getting glass from quartz isn't too bad, so you can put some better windows up rather than just the kind of, I think I just currently have just regular quartz windows. Okay, so silver's not in that direction. So I know it's somewhere over here. Right. Still just trace amounts. Not in this direction. In this direction? Or is it up here? Maybe it might be in this layer. Yep, there it is. I'm not entirely sure what... Almost mined that with the wrong thing. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be using the quartz for. But that just can't hurt to have. Alright, there's still more silver. But yes, I definitely did a lot of exploring since yesterday. I figured out who that circle base is. That's Plainsville. I've met a few people down south. I've discovered where the Camborian League migrated to. This over here is the trendy hold with a bunch of dwarves. I made it, where's that? Let's see. Over here is the Kingdom of Ravenspire. So, and then I think this might be a person who's affiliated with the church. So, I went out and did a lot of trading for animal hides yesterday after the stream. Just general exploring, because actually we've entered the the mechanical age, we've made a hellhammer because I found a ton of flax yesterday, or at least the equivalent. Yes, there are a lot of factions. And this is only me counting the factions that I have personally met. I've heard that there's factions 20,000 blocks south, and I've barely been like 1,000 blocks east. And I know I was talking with some members of the Steel Bastion when they came by yesterday. Apparently they're part of the Northern Alliance, which includes the Scholars of the Rust and I think Masons Without Borders. And I don't know where they are set up. Let's see. Looking for some more silver. Trace amounts. Trace amounts. It's not here. It's just back in this direction. Is it in these? No. Is it in this direction? No. But there's some But there's some here. It's confusing. I don't know. I haven't actually met any members of Masons Without Borders yet. Ooh, I need to eat something. But yeah, there's plenty of factions. I think there's even a Phoenix Empire somewhere that I haven't met. There's plenty of factions, and like, yeah. But then there's that whole controversy yesterday regarding the pirates. So it turns out the pirate faction has been disbanded, and there's silver. Oh, I mined into it already and just missed it. Alright, so that's 15. That's enough for one ingot, but I'm hoping to find more. If I wanted to make bronze, or what is it? Let's see, no more silver over here. No. Alright. Let's check the pot. I might doing that for others. Let's go this way and keep looking for more of these giant quartz plateaus. Yes, I've actually... There's plenty of surviving traders, especially when you get further out. It's just the ones close to bases are the ones that are all dead. Because I think there's actually... let's see, that looks like a trader right there, so let's go check him out, see if he's alive. Flax? And dark flax. And some ruins. I'm constantly on the lookout for more bony soil. Bony soil. That's a nice drop. So it does in fact have more like copper and or gold. Alright, trader. Let's go see what you've got. Horace, what do you have, Horace? You're a treasure trader. I don't have any gems on me. Oh, I have that painting. Ah, but not on me. It's a treasure trader. I could buy gold off of him, but I don't. Ooh, look, blue clay. Let's keep looking for more caves and stuff. He does sell lanterns, but I think we're at further enough of a stage that I don't need to buy lanterns. We've got ourselves a Hammer that works. Well, it works some of the time. But, so we can manufacture plates easy enough, and I now have a bunch of quartz. Let's see if this quartz has any silver or gold. Doesn't seem like it. Well, now there is silver in this. So, into the mines we go. Oh, there it is. Dug straight into it. Let's see. Alright. Any more? Yeah, there's still more. There it is. I forgot to bring a hammer. Well, I don't have a hammer, but a hammer would have been nice. Alright, let's see any more. Yep, there's still more silver. I heard goat. Currently not looking for goats, but because I've done enough hunting, I think, for at least a little bit. Well illuminated. No, not yet. We got the Hammer working just last night, and then I think people are still, waking up and getting on, so we haven't. It's not in full operation. Yes, I think we have a good amount of fat. I've spent a good amount of the day hunting, so I've got, I think I came home earlier with about 10 fat. More. That's another good chunk. Like, if we wanted to, I definitely could do lagging for a bit. Like a bunch of just oil lamps, but still more silver. There's the silver. Wow. I'm really just mining straight into it. Well, I guess. Let's see some more. No. At least not in this direction. Let's check in this direction. No, And there's still some over here, so I'll go this direction for a little bit. Yeah, we've actually named the village, now called Pittsburgh, after the giant pile of peat that was once its center. I did not make the name, but thus it is named. I don't think we're sealing crock pots yet. I think we're just, personally, I'm just eating mainly berries and jerky. I'm not making full meals. Mainly because I'm often out on the road, so it's just easier for me. Maybe some destruction. So I'm not making full meals yet. So, but, whoop. Yeah, and I think it's still for some reason June. So I'm not. Oop, there's silver. So I'm not too worried about winter prep yet. I know it's coming, and I know we should be ready. Oop, there's more silver. This is much more prosperous than that first location. Alright, though, that's that vein. Empty. No more over here. No more over here. None over here. Alright, I think we've mined a good amount of that silver out of these hills. So, I'll have to crush this up at some point. Oh, I also found another schematic. And those are pretty valuable. I think I traded a different one earlier for about 10 iron ingots. That's the advantage when you're the people who go out looking for the stuff. So you're much more likely to find all these rare resources. Let's see this quartz, so let's dig down and see if there's any gold or silver. No, ore deposits. It's just around a mountain. Well, I haven't been in this direction yet, so let's check it out. We do have lots of iron in Pittsburgh, but I kind of want to try and start making armor, so having my own supply rather than just using the communal iron would be nice. The iron vein? No. To the best of my knowledge, no. And we still have about, 800-ish nuggets that still need to be processed into bloom. We've still got plenty of iron. It's just, I don't want to just be taking from the communal pot. I want to mine. Also, yeah, but I do have about, there's a ton of goats. I think, about 10 of my own meteoric iron from meteors I found yesterday. And I don't think that's enough to make any good armor, but still. I mean, it's enough to make a chain helmet, but I don't think a tiny chain helmet would change much. What we really need is leather, but that's not something I really know how to make. Where's that from? Just flint. Just quartz. There's lead down there. I think it's might be oak and not pine. So, I think. I don't know though. As I said, I've never. Leather making was about where my single player world stopped. So I know it's something I need to look into, but not something I currently have at the moment. But I know people in Pittsburgh, we have a cellar that's going to be, I think, leather. Maybe I'll look it up and how to do it later on the stream. I know there was a cave that just had some exposed silver that I saw yesterday, and I'm pretty sure this is the area. Oh, and also it looks like somebody took over my road, or at least continued it off in some path that I haven't explored yet. But I saw somebody building it. Off it, at least. So now it connects to someplace new. And apparently spawns being developed with the Summit Hall under construction. So eventually there'll be a meeting of all the great leaders. I also met with the King of Norfolk just last night. Seems like a decent fellow. Yes, yes. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That's where somebody else took over. So, believe me, I would never go diagonal. It's a betrayal of my beliefs, but I'm not the one who built it. When I do go back to in that direction, I'll probably just keep digging straight. Another gem buyer. I don't have gems, but I can go see what he has for sale. Resin, but I don't need resin. We have resin trees. You sell Forlorn Hope. Wow, that would be. I need golden chains, iron chains, and blue cloth to restore this, but get me damaged. Buys gold ingots. Early mechanical age. Just one simple windmill, because flax is such a commodity on this server. Everybody wants flax, because it's currently June 69th for some reason. There's crops take forever to grow, so flax harvests take for a long time. So everybody, the desire for flax is even greater than before, or than a vanilla server would be. Let's go see if this quartz has got any silver in it. Silver or gold. I was hoping more for gold, but oh, there's olivine. Nope, there's olivine. I don't think I need either of those at the moment. Paradise. Is that ruins? I think it's ruins. Yep, translocator. And items on the ground? Including a crate. Oh. Then where was the silver? Yeah, flax is very important for civilization. That translocator I'd already found. I found that yesterday, which means the items that I had broken were still there, which meant something. It means that these chunks haven't been loaded in since I was here last. It's just here. Plenty of quartz. Just a little bit of quick cave diving. I'm still looking for that cave where I saw silver. It just seems to have disappeared. Again, it's getting night again. I was hoping. It's always night. Oh, I picked up rammed earth This is rammed earth from my house. I think this is the remnants of rammed earth that I just found at that translocator. This is the rammed earth that I originally built my house out of. It's come back to me. This big lake. I want to go south this big lake. Keep looking in deserts for more gold and silver. It is quite poetic. And it means that, unlike the south or the north, there's a lot less people over here in the west. I do miss being able to see people on the map. What was this deposit? Olivine. Alright, yeah, I found Olivine. Is that the ruin I mined earlier? I think so. Cow. Good chance to try out my new meteoric. Some jerky. Take this and take the fat. Shirt. I've got this woolen shirt. That's already broken. Alright, let's keep an eye out for silver. I'll round this up. Doesn't look like it. Let's mine it up. Look. Okay, I've gotten used to fighting these big animals that... It's the ones you have to chase that are annoying. Just looking for... soil or anything in these ruins. I'm sad. Oh well. I found some, but keeping an eye out for quartz. Let's see what I got. anything down south? No ores. Nothing happening in general chat. Doesn't look like it. Well, we got some silver. I've been hoping for gold. Let's go through the hills. Yeah, it's probably not, but it's, you know, a status symbol. And when you spend so much time out in the night, it's just nice to have a little bit more light. But also, let's see. Electrium ingot is about. Yeah, I don't think I have that much gold. I could have bought some gold from that merchant. Or melted my gold rods. But I traded those gold rods away for the rights to build a guild house. This is still carrying. Do we have bullseye? No, it doesn't look like we do. Sulfur, that's not really what I'm looking for. Yeah. What can I use sulfur for? Acid. This, which I can use to make powdered lead oxide. Some of this. Just that for dyeing. I don't need dyes at the moment. Let's head south, I guess, for now. They need lead. I can go grab them some chunks by heading home. I'm grabbing that big vein this will be left along the side of the road. I wouldn't mind making a caravan up. I wonder how we actually make a cart. that's easy. Oh, I don't have any parchment actually, but any other big deserts that I went through that would have had silver? No, definitely not that one. Not that one. Don't think that one either. Brown coal, but I don't need brown coal. Chitting down here. Some lead. A lot of brown coal though. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. Let's see, to south, low. Oh, to see if I can prospect that real quickly. There's some silver. bountiful. Still more. Oh, there's some more. Each one of those is half a or a quarter ingot. Still trace amounts. Ah, there's trace amounts. Alright. There's no more in that direction. Anyone in this direction? No. Alright. Now we got a little bit more. Well, well, we can go and see, can't we? Some more trace amounts of silver. There's some silver. So bountiful. So bountiful. It's one full ingot. In this direction. Not in this direction. Not in that. Let's do. I need to go this direction. Okay. Yes. Oop, just do my thing. Don't want to lose that. Some chickens. Jerky done, my jerky's done. Combine this with this to make it last a little longer. Back fast. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Glad to hear that your wish list application is in. I've been out mining silver. Somehow getting. I've been looking for gold, but wasn't able to find much. Well, any gold, but. Some silver to trade with the dwarves down south. was not smart. Yes, they do sell gold. In fact, we found one earlier that was selling gold, but I just didn't like the price. So while I do have stuff, I just don't want to. I don't want to use my gears that I could be using on things like flax and stuff. Yes. I was planning to make some electrium, I think, in order to make a better lantern. First a little bit for me, then to trade. Yeah, we did find... of all the things I thought to bring, I brought extra pickaxes, I brought, a brand new meteor iron spear, a meteor iron shovel, and I forgot to bring a hammer so I can break down the nuggets into small pieces. Definitely get that. I've been spent like about an hour-ish mining quartz, and we've only found. It looks like it's already a new place. Yeah. Let's go south. Oh yes, we named our town. How far south is my base or the dwarves base? My base is pretty much directly east of here, but the dwarves base is here. So pretty far south. About 3,000 blocks south and about 2,000 more blocks west. My town's pretty much just straight west. It's about 500 blocks south and about 3,000 blocks west from spawn. It looks like they're definitely constructing a bunch of stuff at spawn, so any new players will see these grand structures. It looks like the Summit Hall is a little bit of a cave. Summit Hall for the grand meeting of the faction leaders is well under construction. Or, well, I don't mean well under construction. It's under construction. It's been laid out, roughly. Yeah, it's, I don't know how they added things to my map, but this is going to be the main place for all the summit meeting where all the leaders shall meet, I think on Sunday, to discuss base mother. Nice. Well, we have lots of bases. We here definitely. I was trying to slowly start getting we can see our wind bell. No, I'm not the leader of our faction. But look, our windmill, it's not working right now, but we have one. Our leader is Packzilla. But we are a pretty open group, I think. if you can make it here and find Packzilla, you're pretty much guaranteed they'll probably let you in. Alright. Let's see, do we have the hammer lying around somewhere? Yes. Oops. Done this for a second. So I can quickly smash up all my silver. So that's almost enough for 4 nuggets. And combined with, I think, yes. So if you go into the Discord and you see the section called pre-launch organization, in that section it's got a ton of different posts with all the different things. If you search around, you can find the one labeled Wanderers Guild and just message in there. Alright, let's see. Got a bunch of silver on the floor. Yes, I think I do. 1, 2, 3. That's all that's in there. And let's head to the back. Down to my secret area. Well, secret-ish. Let's see, yeah. So we've got enough silver for 4 ingots, which is enough for 2 plates. Well, I should take this book and put it in the museum. Hello.
Hello. To be open for trading.
Yes.
I have 4 stacks of brown coal.
What are you looking for in trade?
Nothing specific,
I have huge
to be
box-
honest.
I have a ton of quartz on me right now.
Quartz.
I don't know. If you,
Really? How many quartz do you have?
I currently have 4 stacks of quartz chunks.
How many brown coal would you like for all 4 stacks?
Would 1 stack of brown coal do?
Yeah. Wait, I just need to empty my inventory because I have a shitload. And I have 2 dead foxes if you want them.
I don't know how to do the butchery.
Because I don't need them. Well, I'm going to throw them on the ground here.
Alright.
Wait a second. So yeah. 1 stack of brown coal for 4 stacks of black. Yeah, you can do that.
Pleasure
Thank
doing
you very
business.
much. Ah, yeah, and they would be done with the road to spawn.
The road to spawn will be done.
Yeah. No, I built it to spawn. Mostly.
Mostly, yeah.
It's a little bit off, but we are not actually not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done pretty much. Yeah.
Alright, I haven't been back that road. I'll have to go check it out right now. But thank you for the trade. I'll be off then.
You're welcome.
Alright. Let's go check out the road that we built yesterday. Because I saw somebody, built it further. And let's quickly butcher these foxes. Yes, there is a proximity chat mod. You'll notice in the bottom right hand corner I've got like a tuba and some concentric green circles that's telling me the voice chat. So if I can mute myself and I can make myself louder and quieter. And it's a pretty short distance. It's, I think only about less than like 20 blocks before you can't hear anyone at all. So it's not a super long voice chat, just a proximity. I'm definitely, but it makes sense with vintage stories, more, you know, smaller kind of scaled things. There's definitely, oh, it's hidden by YouTube? Huh. Weird. But, yeah. You haven't seen Bastion Steel or Norfolk, have you? You left before that yesterday, but they are the factions, I think, up here. Norfolk, this one, but Bastion Steel. Look at this road. It's massive. It carves through this entire mountain before reaching their fortress over here. My channel logo covers the bottom right. Yes, that makes sense. Well, I could check to see if there's any silver in this quartz deposit I mined through. No, there's not. And this one? A little bit of desecration on my roads, but they're my roads. Now we're on the straightaway though, which is nice. I'm happy with the. Yeah, I'm happy with my road, and I want to see what they've done with it. As Rox was saying earlier, you can tell exactly where I stopped because it suddenly starts going diagonal, and, well, I went about 2,000 blocks with it not moving a single block to right or left, so that's definitely where I stopped working on it. While I'm here, I'm going to pick up the giant lead deposit. And then I'll head up to Bastion Steel, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I know I found a giant ledge deposit that I just ignored because I needed the dirt. I didn't need I needed the dirt. I didn't need the lead at the time. I just still got my little copper. But I guess, yeah, making lead lanterns is smart, because there's a lot of lead lying around, and... is the deposit still here, or did somebody mine it up? Somebody mined it up. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. There's plenty of lead to go around. Are you here for this giant mountain I carved through? This is giant. The one that's deep enough that it doesn't render the other side of the cave. Granted, this is big for me, but not for Bastion Steel. Bastion Steel's caves are massive. Oh yeah. So this goes about 200 blocks, and then we hit Plainsville, which is right here. Let's see. So if you've just started, what you want to do is, once you have fire, you want to start making yourself some torches, and then get yourself a full set of flint tools, and start like making a little base, and then yeah, clay, and look for copper nuggets you can find on the surface, because you need to get about you either need 40 or 60 depending on whether you can find stuff in caves or not. Yeah, steel. So yeah, so I constantly keep an eye out for copper though, because you'll need it, and it'll be so much it'll be so much quicker once you found it. But see, this road's not by me. But yeah. So you'll find copper nuggets. There'll be slight orangish tint to the rocks. I generally like looking in flatter areas because it makes it easier to see. They stand out more rather than giant chunks. Oh, alright. So let's see. I'm keep following this road. I don't know where it leads. 60, well, a prospecting pick. I always like getting a prospecting pick. Yes, ore vessels are also easier. It depends on whether you're playing on a server or not, because, well, as on a server, pretty much you have to go pretty far to find actual ore vessels, but with this, a ghost, and I crashed. I'll be right back. As soon as I can load back in. Yeah, I like getting a prospecting pick just to make it easier to find more copper, because if you break your pickaxe without finding any copper, that's not great. Alright, we're back. Food. Berries. Berries are your best friend. Even now, I'm still heavily relying on berries for food. Goodness, this path is interesting. So just keep looking for berry bushes. They're pretty common. I can show you what they look like right now, but this area has been so heavily harvested that I don't think there's any berry bushes left. But yeah, and you can also just pick them up. Yes, this is the Civilizations server. It's an RP server it's actually one of the biggest servers that there is. We've got about 200 player. We have a 200 player maximum, and I know right now I don't think we're at that, but like on weekends when it gets busy, yes, I think it's very cool. We've got, like, I'm part of a more minor faction that's just, in the kind of early to middle Iron Age, but we've got, massive factions up here that are in full like Steel Age with like dozens of players. But in order to set your spawn, you're going to need temporal gears, which are, either you can find them while panning, or they're a pretty rare drop from monsters. Alright, so this road does in fact lead all the way to spawn. But yeah. So yeah, pick up berry bushes, like you can mine them with your hands, and you can take them to wherever you're based, so they'll grow there. So let's see, this is a shop of some sort. This is the magical tavern. Alright. It's not directly public. No, you don't set spawn where you sleep. You have to get in, but there is a link in the to the Discord in my in the description, and you just can go to that, join the Discord, send in a whitelist application. It's just a few questions about like how you want to RP and stuff, and once the server owners get to it, they'll approve your application, and then you can join. So it's not technically public, but it's, not hard to get in. Alright. But no, you don't set spawn when you sleep. You set spawn with a temporal gear, which is this thing, which you can get from harvesting monsters or from panning, or you can buy them from merchants for rusty gears. I think treasure hunters sometimes sell them. So it looks like there's now pretty much a direct road, well, not 100% direct, but a straight road you can take from spawn. Yeah. It can take a little bit, because there's 2 full people and the admins were having to deal with the Pirates Guild incident yesterday. But, look. Right now we have made it to, yes, underground ruins, but be warned, unlike Minecraft, the underground is much, much more dangerous than the surface. There are monsters down there that will spawn and will one-shot you. Yes, this is spawn. So we've got, yeah. So yes, if you do join Alexander, you can just go follow this path down here this way, this straight path, and then straight over to the Wanderers Guild. But on the other hand, I meant to put that away. Well, I'm gonna go hunt. Oh, let's see. I want to go up here for my. So I know there's a bunch of. Yes, they are working on getting more staff as well. Well, we got a nice shop here. I'm gonna head north to that mountain, hunt some goats, and try and see if I can go sell hides up. Get some. Yeah, I'm looking for, I guess, I was looking for silver, but now well, silver and gold to trade. I put those away though. So now I'm gonna go see if I can find some animals to hunt with my new fancy spear made of meteor iron. Is it laggy? Yes, it's definitely more laggy than a regular single player world, but they've definitely gotten a lot better about the lag than it was on release. Because on release it was super bad, but now, like, it's barely noticeable. Granted, I don't think at, midday on a Friday we're at max server capacity. But there's still, if you look in the chat in the bottom left, you can see a ton of people just joining and leaving all the time. So there are lots of people. And the server is slightly modded. The big one it's got is primitive survival, which adds a bunch of, things. There's a ruin here. Fully excavated from the looks of it. So yeah, it's slightly modded, but nothing, crazy. Some minor things to make it slightly easier. PvP. That's an interesting question. It is sort of allowed, but you have to be, because it's a role-playing server, you have to have a role-playing reason. There was a faction that got in a lot of trouble for just killing people without that, and there will be raids and more factional conflicts later on, but they're not quite enabled yet. So there will be more PvP probably later, but they shouldn't be just killing random players. Yeah, no. Almost every single person I've met so far has been very friendly and hasn't been hostile. Alright, I need to climb this mountain. Hunt some goats. See, this is a symbol. I'm pretty sure this is a symbol of the church. I think I sold hides to that guy over there. Is this quartz? Any silver? Any silver? Nope. Yes, well, I am with the Wanderers Guild. They just walked along that path from the south. So if you want to come visit us, we're right here. About negative 3,000, negative 500. We just have a road from spawn. So if you want to visit us, it's very easy. Alright, where is the good entrance? I need to go a little bit further. I don't know why, but every time I've been up this mountain, there's just been an absolute ton of animals. Which is something, yeah, because they've definitely reduced the number of animals just that spawn by default, because that was causing a lot of lag and caused the purge incident where they were trying to, so yeah. And slow growing times mean that flax and fat and leather are all things that are in higher demand than iron. But I think there's plenty of people with iron deposits, so they're not too worried about it. Yes, it is better. They don't just spawn randomly. A lot more biome specific stuff. But I still don't know why so many goats and deer, and I think I even saw a few moose up on top of this mountain. Yeah, just not hitting these jumps. Well, I don't know why this area in specific has so many more. Because I know I've gone on hunting trips and I found. I also really like that you can just, that through certain leaves you can just kind of jump through. I guess that's true, but when I was exploring earlier, I was only a few thousand blocks east, and I managed to find like blocks still on the floor that I had thrown there yesterday. Which means nobody had been that way to load them in at all. Because yeah, this rammed earth that I've been using, I found it at a translocator that I found just the previous day. I had it thrown out to clear way for inventory space, and then... Oh, yeah. Alright. Oop, it's lagging a bit. I don't know what the despawn timer is actually. Now, I know there was bears by spawn, but I think they've just gone. I think they got killed in the purge, and then I haven't seen a bear since. Yeah, there's something like that. I should grab some ice while I'm here. How long do these foxes good for? Yeah, so we can use this to make cellar ice to make my cellar last a little bit longer. Just pick it up though, which is nice. I don't even need a pickaxe. Much easier gathering ice than in Minecraft where I need enchantments and stuff. I mean, I've killed a good number of wolves so far, but I found a lot more wolves than I found bears. Like, I know there's a place pretty far, not even pretty far, just north of our base that's got a ton of wolf spawns. I'm not gonna hunt the moose. Not gonna hunt the moose. Not gonna hunt the moose. The moose is dangerous. This big. This ram, on the other hand. I think it comes from the medieval overhaul mod, but you can turn this ice into cellar ice, which if you place in a cellar will keep it cold, which means that you don't, things take a lot longer to decay. There's a lot of meese. There's a ram. It's part of, I think, the medieval I don't know if I already said this, but the medieval expansion mod. Another tree. back here. It's nice. It takes one less hit with my new hammer than, or my new. Come on, let's be pelts, please. I know I could take these to a butchery for more, but I don't have a special backpack for that. Do you think I should try and kill a moose? Luckily, it looks like one of the mods we have does add steel spears. I think it's the same place. So, alright, I'll try and kill this moose for you. I killed it. I killed it. The moose is dead. More jerky for me. Let's make this all into jerky, which comes from primitive survival, so I can turn my meat into jerky. Oh yeah, when I was hunting here earlier, one almost like knocked me back like 10 blocks up a mountain. I don't want to kill baby. There's another moose up there. There's another bighorn. See, there's so much up here. Look at that, there's so many things up here. So, oh my goodness! I guess I'll start with you. Ice physics. Shit. That hurt. That really hurt. The bad thing about this jerky is it barely recovers anything. Well, maybe that one over there is by itself. There's another moose. See, this is just an amazing hunting ground compared to... Ooh, there's ruins. I've not seen these before. I don't see anything really valuable beneath it, but... couldn't hurt to dig them up a little. Oh no. Getting cold. Oof. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Yes. Probably not a bad idea. Just to dig down for a little bit. Shovel. Really don't need these dead foxes. Let's hold a torch. Put one on the ground. See if that warms me up a little. Yeah, I think so. Just slightly warming me up. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, I think he was just clearing out space. We do need leather. We do need leather. That's true. But I'm also using this as an opportunity to find other players. Like, because from the bases I've discovered, it's like I've discovered these two people. I've discovered, you know, this faction. I've discovered these people right here. In fact, I found this because I was trading leather. So just meeting new people is also one of my goals. And as you've seen, every time I've come back to the space, it's been coated in goats. So I know where to find a ton of leather once we need it. Alright, how close is this to being cured? Almost done. Almost done. That's another nice thing about this mod, is this jerky. You can just turn your red meat into something edible just instantly. You don't need to, well, not instantly. See? And then I can just combine this stack with my old stack, and suddenly it'll last a little bit longer. Alright, what were we up to? Good enough. I guess I'll hold the torch rather than the lantern. To try and gain a little bit of heat of that way. Alright. Killed another moose. For another large hide. Let's just put all my large hides in the hot pie so it goes easier. And then jerky. Yeah, it is pretty overpowered to just be able to turn raw meat into stuff without having to cook it, but I say it kind of balances out just because there's so much less. And it doesn't turn it into anything nutritious. It gives you a 35 saturation, which is barely anything. Especially with like a red guard or a black guard could easily go through like a full stack of these in less than just a few hours. Me, I'm a malefactor, so I'm actually doing less melee damage than I could, but it makes it good for wandering, which, you know, is the group I joined, so I don't have any real complaints about it. But yeah, the less health and the less melee damage and the less range isn't, you know, great for combat, but it does make it slightly easier for hunting. Yes. Right now it is the vanilla classes, just your blackguard, your clockmaker, your tailor, your hunter, and your malefactor. There's no, sadly, that mod that adds all classes, I think. Ooh, no, I thought that was ruins for a second. All classes is not on. Otherwise, I'd be the mystic, because I just think, well, the mystic's just brokenly strong, but I just like it as well. It's like mine is like 65% animal detection. Yes, they are talking about that. So I think that's to do with the summit at the end of every week. There's a summit where all the faction leaders get together and discuss, like, that's a big building at spawn. I was showing you the so yeah, there is kind of like a bonus is based off of. Yeah, I know. Whatever. I just got lazy on that one. I'll go find it. Where was it? It was, over here. Yeah, there it is. Still doing warm enough. I know our farm could always probably use bone meal, but yeah, I haven't actually set up any farms. So I've got a lot of seeds, but just because time moves so slow, that would be cool. Yeah, because right now I think the only thing I can use bones is just like a little bit of things, but like some weapons and stuff, but no. See, there's just so much. know, I do. I think it's locked, but to be completely honest, I haven't tried to make. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's locked. So our faction is almost entirely malefactors, commoners, and hunters. So we don't have a lot of clothier. Would be welcomed simply because, like, if we can get one to join, just because they can make some things that we can't make by ourselves. But then they have to be stuck, and I don't. Oop. Just got hit. That would be nice, yeah. I wouldn't want anyone to be stuck playing a class they don't like, though, so I wouldn't force anyone to be a clothier. Alright. Looks like the dwarfs will. So it looks like the dwarven people are going to buy my 12 large raw hides. So I'm gonna head over to them. Three steel tools. You know, I'm okay with that because, well, I have no steel. Ah, my torches. No, I forgot to switch them out. Oh well. I guess just remind me not to be yeah, the economy on this server is completely out of wax. Gold, or yeah, leather and flax are worth more than steel and iron. What other steel item should I get? I want a pickaxe and a spear, but this nice little farm. Yeah, I think this is church stuff. Pickaxe, like a shovel would be nice, but I can just make iron shovels. Let's see. I guess a knife. Or hammer? Actually, yeah. I do need a hammer. See, that's one problem I definitely have encountered is realizing, oh, I don't have a hammer and having to use the community one. Yeah, they're the people who I was mining silver and gold for earlier. Don't need one random piece of flint. I don't need this fox. It's a little bit of a trek. And unfortunately, I don't think they have any good roads that lead that far in that direction. Like, I can take... This is spawn chunks, though, so... Like, we're not far from spawn. This is where you'll not find a single cattail or berry bush anywhere anywhere near here. Just because it's all been harvested. I believe I can take this road south a bit. Back past the magical tavern again. Ooh, they put up a signpost since earlier, I think. And let's combine my jerky again to make it last even longer. Ooh, I got more than a full stack, and I'm lagging a bit. There we go. I'll keep my eye out for any cows and such. Let's see, we've got Magic Tavern. As you can tell, I'm not too much of a builder, as the fact that my, I think, first day little hovel is still... I've added some glass windows, I've taken out the dirt and replaced it with the wood, but nothing compared to some of the stronger factions. Like I was going to show you Bastion Steel. Bastion Steel is magnificent to see up just basically due north. But they added some nice wood paths. this farm. We need to go. We need to go all the way over here. So let's just go straight above it. I should craft myself a raft. That wouldn't hurt. Oh, got foggy all of a sudden. Like someone else just harvesting dirt. See if there's any silver in here. Nope. I'm on a mission. I shouldn't be stopping for. Ooh, there's a trader right here. Do they have glacier ice? They do. They don't need glacier ice, so I'll keep it for myself. This trader's tiny and empty. I steal the ears? No. Something in there. Pumpkin seeds? Okay. It's pretty weird, but so we need about 5,000 west, 3,000 south. Well, it's gonna be night again. Why is it always night? Why can't it ever just be day forever? Well, I mean, it was day forever for a little bit until I was the one who started the clocks. Back when time was frozen. Keep your ears open, eyes open. I've found cows and wolves in these fields before. Let me check something real quick. We're still a few thousand blocks away from. No. Giant hill. Should I go over it? And what's the fun of a hill if you don't climb it? See, as I suspected. More goats. That's another large. That's a wolf. Don't feel like fighting a wolf at the moment. A bunch of goats. Oh. Goats really are the animal farm. Where's my knife? Won't be. I don't even need the meat at this point. This is one more just to make it even. 22. There we are. 22. It's funny how streaming just kind of costs me subscribers, but you remind people you exist, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want that. Time to unsubscribe." It's funny. Although, the last few streams have done that a lot less than the first couple. I think Vintage Story, the kind of the strategy, it's close enough. Right. Ooh, I can be smart. Ooh, there's signs of a civilization here. So slightly south of where we had originally scouted our first base location. Let's see, I want to find this path. There's definitely signs of civilization. And give me a little bit of a chance. Rock collection. Yes, let's follow the south coast. Was that me earlier today? I don't remember at this point. No, this place wasn't on my map. I was going to mark this or pin this. So it's just know the direction I need to head. Easier. I like how you can skip rocks. Oop, oop, oop. 2 skips. Those go just shred my armor, though. Oh, I was getting some cramps in my hand. Isthmus. That's the right word, right? There's a connection between. The signs of something? Someone? I don't know. It's going alright, going alright. I'm just on my way to the trendy hold to sell my large quantities of hide. I got even more. I found another goat mountain right here that's had just so many that I was able to, I left that first place with like 10. I've just got so many now. Yeah, 10 when I made this deal. Oh, it's fine to go AFK. I'm just here for probably another few hours, and right now I'm just walking, so not too much interesting's happening. Let's see, trader's in? Trader in. What's your name? Shem. You're a survival goods trader. So sewing kits. You sell a linen bag. Ooh, you sell a linen bag. I don't think I'm gonna make that deal, but I don't think it's worth, 10 gears for one inventory spot, but a lot more jerky. More jerky. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go back there and start farming even more goats. That's an odd site. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Long dead goats. Honey. Yeah, I think we have a ton of bees at base. So I've been using them to make a few candles for lanterns, that sort of thing. But as you can kind of tell from my streams, I'm very rarely actually at the base building. I do wish this place had roads, nice good roads to lead to, because I've still got chert deserts always look interesting. Just the rust. I definitely feel the most rusty. Yes, that's why I was doing a bunch of it yesterday. And I've thought about asking other factions if they want roads, but just for the moment I'm kind of just wandering. Welcome back. I talked to this guy who sells lead bits and elk medallion. Forlorn hope. Tunics. He buys gold. Oh, his inventory just changed. Oh, he sells a resonator. I could buy a resonator. No, I don't think I need a resonator at the moment, but I know I have some gems and stuff. Alright, gotta get back. I've got a trade deal to sell, and these pelts are burning a hole in my pocket. Yeah. I don't. The reason why I'm not sprint jumping as much is usually I do it, but I don't actually know if it's faster in Vintage Story than. And I also am wearing a helmet, which slows me down slightly. Yeah. I'm used to the Mystic, and they're like 20% speed boost from all classes, and it was really slow without it, but I guess I've gotten slightly more used to it. Somebody's been here. Big, huge quartz layer, so it looks like they've probably mined out all the silver and stuff. Oh. Yeah. 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 And then I've also been trying. I've got a lot of food now, but I kind of got in the habit of not having a ton of food. So trying to conserve food when I could. But now, especially when you're at spawn and you don't have just a good supply of food, there's no like berry bushes, there's very few animals. Is this the Carborian League? Yes, this is the Carborian League. This is our first major settlement. Look, they're building a wall. Fortifications. Or, no, that's a ghost player. Alright, then I'll sprint jump. Yes, this here is the Carborian League. They used to be our neighbors to the north, but now they're down here to the south. Ghost players are what I call, well, what we're calling the players, because they kind of just glitch out and just kind of get frozen in place. And just, that player ahead of us is not a ghost player, but they just kind of like stuck doing an action. It's just flattening out a giant area, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Yes, the clients are reducing is exactly what it is. And since there's so many players, they happen relatively often. Like, is this? Hello? I don't know what they're doing. But that could be a ghost. The only way, easy way to tell is to punch, but you know, it's also just rude to just walk up and punch somebody. Let's see. And I crashed again. I'm just glad it's not a queue, because it's, yeah. Yeah, I believe that HP regeneration, food and everything's just at its tool durability and all that's at its default level. I personally, I think on my single player world, tend to do like increased tool duration simply just to save myself time, so I don't have to be constantly making tools. Oh, there's somebody over there. A lone figure on a hill. Is that you, Archer?
Hello, hello, hello. Sorry about that. I was a little AFK.
No problem. Sorry. Long journey from slightly north of spawn all the way here.
Oh wow, quite a journey. I'm glad you made it.
Yes. So I have, I believe, 22 large raw hides for you.
Jeez. Well, I'm sorry, but I've only got 4. I'll throw in like I'll throw in like half a stack of turnips for you.
I'm fine without anything extra. I've just found a ton of animals, so I'm fine with the steel. Just that.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, so here's this. Do you need any fat?
I would take all the fat you can give me.
Alright, here's 13 fat as a bonus.
Thank you, good sir.
Alright.
Alright, I look forward to many more lucrative trade deals in the future. Thank you kindly.
No problem. I will see you around.
Go in peace and be safe.
Alright, we're back. Now we've got steel. Look at that, 5 damage. Alright, I want to go drop some stuff off. Yes. I sold him a few hides earlier today for a bunch of gears. So I've got my... Oh my god, look at that hammer durability. That knife. That's twice the durability. Yeah, I made it. Ooh, why am I moving slow? That was weird. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go back home and drop off some of my spare items because I don't think I need to be carrying 2 sets of spears, 4 pickaxes, and all of this on me to hunt. The range damage on the spear, 6.5 when thrown, but because of my, and then this one does 6. So I can throw them, but I'm choosing not to. Yeah. People need hide and they need fat. So I do need armor. I need... if only that merchant was selling that cloth armor for a little bit more. I don't have reduced range damage, I just have reduced range. So I can't throw things as far, but they still do full damage. Yeah, my debuffs are just minus health, minus melee damage, and minus range. Oh, I still have my incarnate sword. So I'm gonna... I could be right. Yeah, hunters... I know I have a melee damage debuff, but I still am mainly a melee player just because I'm bad at leading shots and all of that stuff. And I just like the really good range and kiting capabilities of the spear. Holy shit. I always forget how much things hurt. But that's another large hide for me. I don't need meat. Oof. God, I really do need some chest armor. Like, it's bad. Let's see. Lens strike. I don't need a lens strike, I just need regular old chest blazes. It all needs leather. I really gotta figure out how to make leather. Yeah, the inventory space situation isn't great. But it was even worse earlier. I just crafted myself up a few linen bags, or linen sacks. Yeah, I would of course like some of those like high quality leather backpacks with 8 slots apiece, but I really would just like any chest armor. Chromite A. What do I use chromite for? I big backpacks. Makes sense, makes sense. I've never actually reached steel in the game before. I think my single player world is only in the Iron Age. With sulfuric acid and chromate blend, you say? Beehive kiln. I don't think so. No kilns. You know, because I don't think we've gone to like refractory bricks and all that yet. I think only last night did we manage to make a hell of hammer and stuff. So we're still just early mechanical age with not even thought really, I think, of making a silver yet, or not silver, steel on our own yet. I would collect it, and I know I have been. I made myself a bunch of fire bricks that I need to finish firing. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out for flint. But I need it. My inventory is very much full, and I would like to drop some stuff off before I really think. Ooh, there's a wolf. My health's low. I'm not going to try and fight it. I can't take 2 hits at the moment. Oops, somebody failed to do a command. Another surprise cave. How many blocks? Again, I'm low on health. So let's not go cave diving at the moment. But that's one nice thing about this server being just so populated is the actual spawn rate for like drifters and all that is usually much lower. Some nights though, like one night when I was making the road to spawn, I had like 8 things attack me and managed to get 2 temporal gears. And I managed to get a few more temporal gears yesterday from grave robbing. And that allowed me to get gears, which allowed me to trade for linen, which allowed me to make windmills, which brought us into mechanical age. In the woods. Oh no, I still actually got a far way to go. Well, actually, I think that's a clothier trader. They might have me a shirt for cheap. I can check at least. While I'm in the area. Because all these, you know, steel tools and stuff are great. Oops, I'm just lost in bushes. I can take a boar. Yeah, I can take a boar. Oh, new bones. Sorry, house. You're getting abandoned. Quartz. Maybe there's silver under this lake. I love fish. Maybe the fish is what's stopping all the animal spawns. It's just random ponds with like 1 or 2 fish. Not many people are hunting fish these days. Alright, this trader is just north. Let's see, for my new goat place, it's this way, past the iron mine. Alright, there's a trader. Careful not to fall in one of these holes. Knock knock, I come with gears to trade, Edel. We have temporal gears for sale. Oh, and the Templar schematic for way too much. And the Gothic stuff for way too much. And the scroll. What do you buy? I don't have... Well, I do have candles, but I'm not selling you candles. Okay, so this guy sells gears. That's the wood that tells me I'm close-ish. Path leads. Exits here. Something like that. So I'm just gonna head towards that red dot. Should be right here. Oh, look at that. Nice stone road. Soon, once I drop off all my materials, I'll get back out to the hunt. Then we can trade these for even better goods. To truly live the wanderer's lifestyle outside of civilization. I said in my application that I would go and find rare exotic goods. I didn't expect the goods to be just hides and fat. Down into this basement. Oops, I just threw my nice iron spear. Alright, let's see, I don't want to keep this on me. Oh, don't need the brown coal. I can throw down another chest real quick. This. These two extra pickaxes. The hammer I can keep here. What else do I need hunting? I don't need to take a bunch of bones with me. I can leave this old knife. Did I lose my shovel? I might have lost the steel shovel at some point. Oh well. I'll leave the spear. Don't think I'm gonna go mining. So get jerky and stuff. head over to the goats. Let's see, I think taking the south pass back through the mountain would be fastest. I'm pretty sad about losing that shovel, but at least I have the other stuff. Hello? Am I back? Sorry, it looks like I... Oof, I almost just... Don't have any blocks. Don't have any blocks. That was almost very bad. Luckily, steel and stuff. Let's harvest a few blocks. Not crash. Just when I got fewer. Alright. We're going back to Goat Paradise. To hunt a lot. I should probably see if you see any cattails. So I can make some policies. Horsetail as well. I'm sure I'll see some. And whenever I'm not looking for it, there's patches of it everywhere. Ooh, a trader. Got my gears. Okay, so what are you selling? Honeycomb, flax seeds. Nice horsetails. gotta be a few more cattails somewhere. Robbery. Take this lead one here. I know the northern faction seem to be in need of lead. That's bountiful. That's a full few nuggets. Again. Oh, well. That's life. There's a cattail. I kind of forgot I was looking for them for a second.